Steven here.
You got the wrong house.
I knew this was a ripoff.
Okay, what are you looking for, Steven?
No, I am Steven. I'm looking for, Fifi.
Yeah, you got the wrong house.
So, you don't want to have sex tonight?
Sir, my husband's in the living room with the gun.
Huh. Okay.
Have a good
Understood.
What a weirdo, yo. Getting catfished.
Run.
Bro, does this not look like a person is literally climbing this tree?
That does look like a person.
Look at
Hanging
that.
off.
Looks like a shoe. I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's not like a person.
Yo, these fires are going crazy everywhere now, huh? How do you know it's a little girl? Dog going crazy.
And cheese. It's all gone, buddy.
You gotta be highly upset and disturbed to do something like that. That's insane. If you enjoy content like this, I put out several videos a week. It would be amazing if you hit the subscribe button and join me in the next video.
See, and you think I'm crazy. The first time I'm here by myself, there's a picture on the floor, and it just...
Is anybody there? Is anybody there? No.
So we have to get up. We have to get up.
That looks like a portal.
life or they wrote their death. I was in the prime of writing death. Murder was the case. I wanted to make a song like that because I heard a song Ice Cube had where it was like, down on the pet spot. It's me and JD and we selling more birds than a pet shop. Oh, why did niggas have to let loose? I heard 6 pop from a deuce. A black car service. Some about him getting shot, getting took to the hospital and some shit. But I was like, nah, I want my shit to be about me cutting a deal with the devil, then getting sentenced to the pen, and blah, blah. My story was like that. Then the shit happened. Not exactly like the song, but the shit happened was like, damn, I'm in a motherfucking murder case.
Snoop Dogg took advantage of this young man because he had a single mother, and the single mother was trying to get Bow Wow into the industry, aka the game. Well, I wouldn't say try to get him in the industry, but she seen how bad that he liked music and how he wanted to get in the industry and get a record deal, and she seen the talent. But things got bad, and you cannot trust nobody in the industry, especially with your child. This part right here will prove that.
The one rumor that's always kind of lingered around that I don't think that you've ever addressed, and I just want to ask you flat out. There's been the crazy rumor that you got raped by your security guard. You've heard that before.
Yeah, that was like the first rumor that ever had came out. I'll never forget that shit. I was in Paris, France. I was in Paris coming back to the States, and I was going through the airport. I believe I was going to Philly, and I had to call into the radio station to just clear that shit up. It never was really nothing.
Oh my God, y'all. Did y'all hear about that lady who moved into a new apartment complex? Her downstairs neighbors came upstairs and said, I have a kid that's around your son's age. He's having a birthday party this weekend. You should come. Y'all, fast forward to the day of the party. She hear the music downstairs. She figures she's going to get some cleaning done before she goes downstairs to the party. Why the neighbor come upstairs, y'all, why you ain't at the party? You hear the music, right? She yeah, I figured I'd get some cleaning done and I'm waiting on my husband. She how about this? You let your son come downstairs and get acquainted with the other kids, meet my son and get a head start on the party until you and your husband are ready. She lets her son go. After a while, she goes downstairs. She knocks on the door. She could hear the music, but nobody answers. She figured, okay, my son's safe. He good. Okay, fast forward, her husband come home. He where's my son? She at the party downstairs, He you ready to go now? She yes. They go downstairs. They knock. Nobody's answering, y'all, but they can hear the music. Knock again. No answer, y'all. The husband said, call the police. Y'all, why the police get there? Knock on the door. Nobody answered. They bust the door down, y'all. That apartment was squeaky clean, empty. Nobody lived there, y'all. Nobody lived in that apartment. It was probably squatters, right? They search in the house. They don't find her son. They go to the bathroom, y'all. Why was her son unalived? They took out all that baby organs. This is why y'all cannot trust people with y'all kids, especially strangers, neighbors, sometimes even family. Yeah. It's a sad situation all around, but prayers to the parents and their family.
Unload.
That's terrible.
Is caught and then a big hit delivered.
I hope that's not true, yo. I don't trust my kids with nobody. Not even family.
It'll be Barco looking to slide it in right to Chiquito Romero.
you gonna Uber snoops in the fucking line Pooper Loops if you ain't got no Pooper snoops? The Pooper snoops is the fucking...
I don't know what happened to that one guy on TikTok that was calling out like all of witch talk and all of mysticism to like hex him and do all these bad things, because I remember he like tried to call them all out and went on a tear for like a month every single day calling them out, saying he invites them to do everything and anything. Whatever happened to him? I haven't seen him in a while. He used to get so many hate comments of all these people who were pagan or on witch talk, and they'd all be like, oh, it's coming, don't you worry. And he was just every day being like, I'm fine, nothing's happening. What happened to him?
I'm not the only one who's experienced this, but when I was a child, I would see a white ball, like a white glowing ball, rolling into my closet every single night on repeat. And not only that, but I would see a shadow figure come out from the bed by the back of my bed frame and look over me and wave at me. And I wasn't scared of it. I'd actually talk back with it. But to each their own. But if you experience that, let me know. Please. I just realized how schizophrenic this makes me sound.
The following footage is from a woman named Rami out of Argentina. On or around March 9th, 2025, she was recording a storm that was passing through Argentina when she captured something in the clouds, but she has no idea what it is. If you look closely as it flashes blue, you see something. Take a look at this and tell me what you see.
America has a new gun, and it's one that uses facial recognition and fingerprint scanners. It's called the BioFire Smart Gun. It's the first to actually hit the market, and it's more controversial than you think. You see, to try and push for more firearm safety, this gun only works when its registered owner scans their face or their fingerprint, and the gun locks and becomes unusable as soon as it leaves their hand. It's also trickier to build one of these than you think, because it's not just a gun with a fingerprint scanner slapped on the top. It's actually the first gun ever to not rely on a physical trigger mechanism, but rather it sends an electrical signal to fire the bullet, and it can only get that signal if it's in the owner's hands. But also because of that, it's roughly twice the price at $1,500. Gun control advocates think it's a great idea, saying at least it can't be used in the wrong hands like a child or a criminal. But some firearm enthusiasts, not so keen. They fear that this technology could malfunction when you need it the most, or could be used as a slippery slope for more gun control laws over time. The question is, what do you guys think? Is this the gun that America needs, or not?
But a lot of these statues you see in the old world, you see so many statues in the old world, and they almost look like a real person. And I started to think about what happens if those statues were real people who were turned to stone, and that is the statue. The technology in which existed at this time that we're talking about, during a time in which they're just throwing up buildings and doing all kinds of crazy things, what happened if they could just turn somebody into stone and turn them into a statue? And then they just put them out on display to show that they have the ability or that type of technology to do those things. I mean, this is where it gets crazy, because a lot of these statues you see in like Rome and you see in all these different places, they look very real. They look like real people. They're so detailed. And as people just said below, Medusa, yeah, that's what it makes me think of. Her gaze. Remember, Medusa had a gaze which could turn people to stone. So why couldn't you have a technology which, instead of using art in crafting and a 3D printer and everything else, why couldn't you do it another way? Definitely something to think about.
Paranormal activity caught on camera.
Ooh, there he is. Okay, we're gonna catch him and take this time. Can you tell me what you want? And he's gone. He's gone. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You back there? I see you, buddy. Can you tell me what you need? Oh, he does not like the light. I don't need to use the light, man. I don't need to use this light. I'll put the light away. He wants to play. How do you do that? Can you please wait a second? Oh, okay. That's not fun. Oh my God.
What is that? Kind of looks slimy. Definitely creepy. What? Hell was going on there?
So a few days ago, my parents decided to pull up all the carpet that was on their stairs coming up from their bedroom up to the house. And they pull up all the carpet on the stairs, and then they get to the landing, and the carpet comes up all around, and this is still sitting here. So they're like pulling on it and pulling on it. And then they realize it's connected to a board. And when you pull up the board, there's this. I don't know if there's a light on. Oh, there it is. There's a light in there. We've lived here for over 3 years. Or almost 3 years, actually. And this little hidden area has been here, and we had no clue. So there's like boxes in there with people's names on them. I don't know if you can zoom in. Vicky. I am really wondering what is in here and what we will find in this hidden little bunker.
This is all unraveling right now in real time, and the murders are so gruesome that they're calling it the preppy Princeton horror. It's about two brothers named Matthew and Joseph Hurtgen, and they lived together in a luxury condo near Princeton University. They were both former college soccer players from a very rich family, but the older brother Matthew had been slipping into something kind of dark. He explained that he was seeing visions and writing disturbing poems about burning alive and bleeding eyeballs. And then on February 22nd, the oldest brother, who wasn't there, sent Joseph a chilling warning. He said, "If you're having any problems with Matt, let me know," and Joseph replied, "Will do." 1 hour later, Joseph was found dead. Matthew didn't just kill his brother, he butchered him. Used a golf club and a knife, and then did something straight out of a horror movie. Matthew ripped out Joseph's eyeball and then ate it. The police later found a bloodied covered plate and utensils on the dining table. But it gets even worse. After the murder, Joseph set their family cat on fire. He then decided to just sit down in the apartment with the brother's body on the ground for 40 minutes. Then, as if waking up from a trance, he called 911 on himself. And when the police arrived, it was like a scene straight out of hell. Joseph's body, the missing eye, the blood-stained table, and the burnt remains of the cat. Matthew has been arrested and is awaiting trial. His parents didn't even show up to court, which I don't blame them. People are looking at his social media posts now, and they think that the warnings were all there.
Exactly how much do people have to see to get through their heads that the world is not normal right now? We'll come right back to Long Island, New York. Actually, we'll just come right back to the fires in 1 second. So if you did not know, the last 2 months there was a massive sea lion avalanche happening. Well, now, as of this month, there's a massive sea lion die-off happening. They're saying that the water is absolutely just too toxic for them to survive at this point. And of course, all the doomsday fish, the once-in-a-lifetime doomsday fish, I've been showing y'all every month on here. But not just that, all the hot spots and all the volcano activity we're seeing under the water right now. I hope you didn't forget about the mountains in North Carolina and other parts that was, yes, just on fire after they're completely demolished by a hurricane. And we had the ridiculous fires in Myrtle Beach, and we do not get fires in North or South Carolina, like, ever. And all of a sudden, 2 massive ones in 1 month. Do you remember Palisades, the Palisade fire? The Mexico fire that just happened. Fires and hurricanes and other stuff were just absolutely destroying the earth. And who could forget Hawaii? And meanwhile, all this going on, the animals are just dying off, the animals are acting strange. The whole world but the United States is actively flooding. Why do people want to normalize something so badly that's just not normal? And yes, now the Long Island, New York fire is getting worse, and there's multiple fires.
These are strange times we living in. Catch you on the next one.